Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. This is Trading with Livevol. My name is Stephen Choi, and this is where I trade my real Reg T account. And I'm using LVX so you guys can see how I use the software. So let's go to my account. So I'm pretty flat today, but I've been all over the place. I've been down as much as $4,000 this morning. Yesterday, I had a bad day, so I think I lost about $8,400 because I was buying more calls on the top, and it didn't really work out for me. But anyway, let's kind of go to my stocks. So MNKD, if you guys heard me the other day, I was trying to roll into these, but then MNKD just went straight down. So I was trying to do it right around here, and all it did was go straight down. So now I'm kind of waiting and see. Hopefully it has a little pop and I can resume back selling. But right now I'm just on the wait mode. If you look at MNKD stock, so right now it's just wedging. It's kind of exactly what I was thinking was going to happen. It's just unfortunate my timing wasn't as good because I was kind of trying to roll into the 11th. So you guys, as you guys know, I've talked about MNKD, and I thought it would kind of just wedge in here but slowly drift up. But it hasn't really drifted up, it's just wedging. So maybe I might have to reconsider, but I think overall, I think as it gets to the PDUFA date on July 15th, this is going to start going up. So that's my premise, and the way I was going to do it was I was going to buy these calls the July 19th. So these are options that actually have the PDUFA date in there, right? So July 15th. So these options are good for the PDUFA date, and you can see the vol is 148. So if I take this off, you see how the July 19th is 148. All these others are 100 or lower. And basically what I'm doing is I'm going to buy these July 19th, and I'm going to sell the weeklies. And so far it's worked out really well. The unfortunate thing is I didn't really sell enough of these to actually make a lot of money. But if I did, I would have done pretty well. But anyway, that's my position. And my whole thinking is that I necessarily don't have to hold this to the announcement, right? So if I have about $20,000 worth of premium, and I can collect about $4,000 to $5,000 a week, basically I will collect $20,000 worth of premium leading up to the PDUFA date. I can close this position, so essentially I can almost double my money in a month, and I really don't even have to play the outcome of the ruling by the FDA. So that's kind of what I was thinking. So far, I would give my execution C+, B-. So we'll see how it goes. Let me actually see what this is. Okay. So yeah. So today, the weird thing is they have been buying a decent amount of puts, but in the end, it is skewed towards the call side almost every day. So if you look at the stats tab, usually it's always calls. Not necessarily always buying, but just they're heavily concentrated on the call side. And my thinking is it's going to wedge like this and then start going up. So that's MNKD. I have another stock, IGT, as you guys know. These I have October options. So basically, they're exploring some alternatives for the company. Most of it, which I think is going to be a sale of the company. So I think what's going to happen is there's going to be bidders, and then within a month or so, maybe I'm thinking IGT is going to announce who the winner is. Now, I would say there's about 80% chance that they'll get taken over. 20% chance they're not going to get taken over, and then And then it seems like there's a varying price range of $17 to $21 in terms of what the takeover price might be. The good thing is they generate cash. The bad thing is they are losing basically the revenue and income is going down, and they have a lot of debt. But we'll see how it goes. So I have October, so I got some time. I fully expect this to be done by end of July, but who knows what's going to happen. Let me cover Facebook. So Facebook, what I did yesterday, not sure if I was there, but basically, if you guys know, I had the September 65 calls for the longest time, and I was thinking that, see, I've been waiting for Facebook to start going up. So I knew it was kind of like doing this. So let me backtrack a little. So one premise I have on Facebook is I'm bullish on Facebook in long term, right? Just bullish in general, not so much because of their if you look at the P ratio, sales ratio, and stuff like that, they're a very expensive company. So I'm not really talking about in terms of like financial analysis of the company. I think they're pretty, if you look at it, they're very expensive. But my thinking is usually what I like is I like to bet on the leader of the company. And in this instance, I feel like Mark Zuckerberg kind of is very motivated to do really well, and I think he's a very smart guy. And so I'm essentially betting on him, right? But anyway, to make the long story shorter, at least, basically it was wedging right here. I was waiting for it to like actually start going up, and you see this little, I don't know, like it's like a graveyard doji, but like when I did it, it was actually where the stock is right now. So I was thinking it was gonna rip up going into end of the quarter, right? So end of quarter is gonna be in a few days. Basically, I think there's a lot of fund managers who would like to have Facebook as part of their portfolio if they don't have it, and so I think that this might actually see like a run up to 70. So I rolled out of my September 65 for $6, and I bought the July 65s for $3. So that's basically what I did because I thought I'll get better leverage, and I think the move is going to happen now and not later, right? So yesterday, as soon as I put it on, the stock went straight down. I think I lost like $1,300, but it looks like today. Looks like I'm kind of like making it back. So that's Facebook. Now my biggest one is this Shire Pharmaceuticals. So I have this July 230, 250 call spread on about 25 times. Basically, quick background story. Basically, they've received 3 offers from AbbVie. We only found out about it a few days ago, right? So there was some speculation here, but then when the stock actually went to 228 or something, that's when it was officially announced that AbbVie had made a proposal unsolicited for 4.6 billion, which is I think roughly like $236 or something per share, and it got rejected. But not only was it rejected, but it was the 3rd time. So it was that 3rd bid by AbbVie to acquire Shire Pharmaceuticals, and they rejected it. So I was even this first day when they announced it, I was a little curious to see why AbbVie would be willing to announce that to the world, that they actually made a $236 bid on their third attempt, if they didn't really get the bid, they got rejected, and they were just going to go away, right? It makes no sense for them to make that public, right? But I thought they were kind of making that public to get the shareholders to basically put pressure on Shire Pharmaceutical and start that ball rolling. My initial thought was that they will do one more final bid, but maybe like Allergan, they might take it straight to the shareholders, right? Because it's obvious that the management doesn't want to sell. So so there's a bunch of stuff I was reading, and yesterday basically I was curious that AbbVie said that they are open to talks and they would like to close stuff very quickly with Shire. Shire came out a few days ago talking about how their pipeline could generate $10 billion by 2020. And then today I read a rumor basically from Reuters that AbbVie is going to make one final bid that could be up to 51 billion. Did I say 4.6 before? Yeah. It's not 4.6. I meant 51 billion dollars for this company, for Shire, and they will actually take it straight to the shareholders versus kind of taking it to management. So I almost feel like yesterday's news by AbbVie saying that they're willing to talk to Shire management was their last kind of like warning before they actually take it out of the management hands and take it straight to shareholders. So I'm kind of expecting AbbVie to make another bid, hopefully in the next week or so, for around, so 51 billion is, I think, roughly around $262 or so, and that's what I think the bid's going to be. Obviously, since it's not going to pass, my best guess is that the stock most likely will kind of go up to 250 maybe, and then so that's why I did the spread, right? Because I think the upside is 250. Now, there was also some rumor that Allergan might be another bidder for Shire Pharmaceuticals, but I think that chances are less because Shire hired Goldman to kind of protect them against the takeover, and Allergan also has Goldman as their advisors to protect them against their takeover. So I'm not sure if, you know, just having the same bankers and then having one company bid another seems a little unusual. So I think that chances are lower now that Shire also hired Goldman as their advisors. So that's my thinking. In terms of the risk, basically I've been buying these, I think for an average of, so I bought the first 15 lot for an average of 525, and then I bought 10 lot today, you can see right here, for $6. So I bought 10 lot today for $6. I have some more working, so I'm going to do maybe 5 more. I have 560 bid in, but as you can see, it's 6 bid at 720 right now, and the midpoint is 660. So my chances are I'm probably not going to get filled. But this is the risk chart. Just want to show it to you guys. So, you know, run this forward to July expiration pretty much. And as you can see, right around like 250, right around between here, I should make I should make around 30 grand, right? So I have about 20,000 at risk, right? Because I have 25 spread at what is it, 5 and change. So let's say 550 times 25. Yeah, 550 times 25. Yeah, so I have maybe about 14,000 at risk on what I actually invested, and I have a chance of turning that into 30. And so I think my chances are pretty good. I like this bet a lot. Now, just so you guys know, this analysis that I just told you isn't like I don't know. It's my own analysis. It's not like I'm actually getting it from somewhere else. So just keep that in mind. It's not like I'm telling you that's what Goldman is saying. I'm just telling you this is what I think is going to happen to Shire, right? So that's about it. Pretty much my biggest bet is on this right now. I'm hoping to kind of cash in the next like a week or so. Knocking on wood, crossing my fingers. And I know when you're trading, you're not supposed to hope, but to me, like it's no big deal. Hoping and praying for it to happen, to me it's the same thing. Obviously, you're just making a percentage bet. Hopefully, you get lucky. So any kind of trading, a lot of times you need some luck for it to happen. So that's kind of part of it, right? But you have to be there to actually get lucky. So I'm hoping that these kind of positions that I put on is going to pay out for me. And even if it doesn't, maybe as it gets closer, because AbbVie has until July 18th to basically declare it, or they have to leave for like 6 months, kind of like AstraZeneca and Pfizer. Most likely, they're going to make a bid soon. That's kind of what I'm betting on. All right, those are all my positions. Now to earnings. So. So Bed Bath & Beyond has earnings today after the close. I should pick this off. Looks like slightly more puts are traded. They're long delta, they're buying premium, implying a 6% move. It moved an average of 5.8%. Last 4 earnings, you lost, you made, you lost. Let me actually go here. You lost, you made, you lost. So basically, selling straddles on this seems like a pretty good do. Let me go to the next stock. Accenture. Let's go to stats. It's at the 46th percentile. Looks like there's some call buying in this stock, basically implying a 3.6% move, but then move an average of 5.7%. So maybe there's some upside here. Let me actually look at some of these options. Yeah, so these options are like around $2 that the money is. Let's go to the last 4. You made, you lost, you made, you lost. So it's about 50-50. I think if I had to do anything, I'd rather buy the calls here than sell the premium, and I will be willing to basically do what these guys are doing, right? Maybe buying some of these. But a lot of times what people do is they buy these and short the stock, so just be careful. Okay. ConAgra, 50 percentile. Looks like calls and puts are pretty even. Nothing that stands out. Basically implying a 2% move. I moved an average of 4%. If I look at the last 4 earnings, you made, push, and you lost. So 50-50 as well. The last one is LEN, Lennar. I know the housing sector is pretty much talked about every day. Let's see what it says. 35 percentile for Lennar. Let me see. implying a 3.1% move, moved an average of 3.4%. It's at the 35th percentile, and basically last 4 earnings, loss, loss, made, loss. So basically selling works, but obviously it's less. You're actually selling options at a lower price than what it's moved on the average. And let's look at actually what the, yeah, so it looks like more calls. Yeah, so it looks like most of the guys are doing the July 42-46 call spread. Make sure go to weeklies. Yeah, yeah, I like it. Not that this chart would tell us too much, but as you can see, if I had to bet on anything, I'd definitely bet with the crowd here and bet on the upside. And 42-46 call spread seems like a pretty good deal. And it's going to cost you around 80 cents, right, to put it on. And you have a chance of making it up to $4. So that spread could be worth $4. You probably won't hold it till $4. Most likely, for anyone, if this stock pops up to this above 43, what will happen is that you will most likely get out, right? So let me actually pretend you guys bought this, right? So 25. Let's say you did it 25 times. Let's see the risk chart. Yeah, so basically you can maybe double your money if this stock goes up a couple of bucks, and that's probably when you would probably get out anyway. But that wraps it up for me. I'll be back on Friday. Hope your trading goes well. I'm gonna knock on wood by the time I come on Friday that I have some good news, obviously for myself on Shire Pharmaceuticals. But in the end, good luck on your trading, and I will talk to you guys on Friday. Take care.